Why are you such a coward in the face of an obvious fascist takeover, Andrew? Whoa.
That was from Marjorie Taylor Greene's town hall in her district. Obviously a ruby red district. She did everything she could to try to keep out people with any dissenting views. She wouldn't really even have people ask questions. She was reading the questions live, and you got questions like that. You also got Marjorie Taylor Greene get questions like this about Donald Trump being not physically or mentally well. Watch how she handled it. Play this clip.
What are you doing to protect us in the 14th district from the damage and extreme hardship of Trump's tariffs? Gutting of Social Security and Medicaid. Wow. Doge gutting our government with a chainsaw approach and the utter destruction and ignoring of our Constitution and rule of law. He is not well physically or mentally, and he's making nonsensical orders based on his whim of the day. How are you going to rein him in to protect us? Oh, poor Christina. Poor Christina. Well, I'm sure, Christina, you think that you're pretty smart. But the reality is you are being completely brainwashed by whatever source of news you listen to. The facts are this. No one has lost their Social Security. No one has lost their benefits. Criminals have lost it. Yes. Fraudsters have lost it. Yes. And illegal aliens have lost it. Yep. And if you want to defend those people where you hate our country and you hate America, what am I going to do? I am going to stand by my president. I am going to support my president. And I'm going to fight for his agenda with everything I have in Congress. And that's what I'm going to do for the 14th district, because I know for a fact you are going to have more money in your pocket. You're going to have more jobs available. You're going to have a stronger economy, and you're going to have safe cities and communities to live in, and you'll be safe from terrorists, cartels, and criminals. And God bless President Trump for that.
I'm going to show you more of Marjorie Taylor Greene's town hall from yesterday. I also want to show you MAGA Republican Congress member Brian Mast from Jupiter, Florida. Now, he got mercilessly booed over and over again. Let me show you one such incident of that. Let's play this clip right now.
On U.S. dairy going to Japan. So these are all very specific examples.
That's not a godly thing to say in the church.
And what we're going to get to
Such a potty mouth in the church.
for the United States.
Yeah, it was pretty much him getting booed the entire time right there. Let's go back to the Marjorie Taylor Greene clip I showed you at the beginning so you get the full context of the question and ultimately how she answered. Here, let's play the clip.
Why are you such a coward in the face of an obvious fascist takeover, Andrew? Whoa. Scary. That's scary. You know, I've yet to see a fascist gathering. That doesn't exist in the Republican Party. As a matter of fact, President Trump is the most transparent president in history. The man literally talks to the press every single day. It's amazing. Not only that, he takes them on Air Force One and takes them to UFC fights. He talks to them and gaggles on the plane. He talks to them all the time. This is such an amazing thing that happened. You know, well, the Associated Press shouldn't have told as many lies as they did about President Trump.
Okay, then a protester was there who referred to Marjorie Taylor Greene as "you are a butch body bigot." Here, play this clip.
That are not just living at the border. Ladies and gentlemen, they're all inside the interior of the United States.
How about the KKK?
All inside the interior of the United States. You can head out. The protest is outside. Thank you very much. Protest is outside. Protest is outside. Bye. Have fun out there.
Then a protester was there with a sign that said, "Jail for insider traders." That obviously struck a nerve with day trader or Marjorie Taylor Greene, who made a lot of suspicious trades right before Donald Trump's announcements on tariffs. Play this clip.
Live in a place where I am one of the members of Congress that usually has the highest amount of death threats. As a matter of fact,
Going to Iowa right now, Chuck Grassley got jeered at a town hall meeting when he was asked about Donald Trump refusing to abide by a Supreme Court's ruling. Play this clip.
Are you going to bring that guy back from El Salvador? Yeah. Why not?
Well, because that's not a power of Congress.
Supreme Court said to bring him back.
Judges are. And the president isn't upholding the Constitution.
He's defined the
You're on the
Constitution.
Judiciary Committee.
Trump don't care.
If I get an order to pay a ticket for $1,200 and I just say no, does that stand up? Because he's got an order from the Supreme Court and he's just said no.
Yeah. He just said, screw it.
I'll be able to answer your question.
You ignored my letter.
Guatemala or El Salvador is an independent country. The president
Speak
of
up,
that
please.
country,
We can't hear you.
the president of that country is not subject to our U.S. Supreme Court.
If Trump wanted to bring him back, Trump would bring him back. I'm pissed.
If we're paying him to keep him down there, we don't have to pay him.
The older I get, the more I find myself wanting to be more intentional about the way I live, eat, and take care of my body. That's why I'm so happy I found Mosh. Mosh, which you may have heard about on Shark Tank, was founded by Maria Shriver and her son Patrick Schwarzenegger with a simple mission: to create a conversation about brain health through food, education, and research. Maria's father suffered from Alzheimer's, and since then, she and Patrick have dedicated themselves to finding ways to help other families dealing with this debilitating disease. Mosh joined forces with the world's top scientists and functional nutritionists to go beyond your average protein bar. With 8 delicious flavors, including a plant-based one in peanut butter and chocolate, each Mosh bar is made with ingredients that support brain health like ashwagandha, lion's mane, collagen, and omega-3s. And now Mosh bars come with a new look and new formulation featuring a game-changing brain-boosting ingredient that you won't find in any other bar. Mosh is now the first and only food brand boosted with Cognizant, a premium nootropic that supplies the brain with a patent form of citicoline. But here's the best part: to make you feel good, Mosh donates a portion of all proceeds from your order to fund gender-based brain health research through the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. Why gender-based? Because 2/3 of all Alzheimer's patients are women. Mosh is working closely to close the gap between women and men's health research. Personally, I love the taste of my Mosh bars. My favorite is the peanut butter crunch, which I have each morning before I head off to the gym. Now, if you want to find ways to give back to others and fuel your body and your brain, Mosh bars are the perfect choice for you. Head to moshlife.com/Meidas to save 20% off plus free shipping on the bestseller trial pack. That's 20% off plus free shipping on the bestsellers trial pack at moshlife.com/Meidas. Thank you, Mosh, for sponsoring this episode.
More from that town hall right here. You have MAGA Republican Senator Chuck Grassley seeing very angry Iowa residents who were letting them know about, so Donald Trump is, I'm trying to get this straight. So Donald Trump is doing tax cuts for billionaires, $4.5 trillion in tax cuts. But y'all are saying that $70 is too much for food stamps for people who are starving to death. Play this clip.
I think the general population is sick and tired of hearing about the tax cuts for the wealthy, the ultra wealthy, the uber rich, whatever you want to call them. When you start nitpicking about whether some single mom or single dad or somebody with somebody in prison is getting $70 too much food stamps, it doesn't even buy you anything at the grocery store.
More on Senator Chuck Grassley's town hall here. Play this clip.
There's money going to go out to the people that are doing Medicare Advantage. That is privatization of Medicare.
Yes.
That's right.
And we don't want it.
Okay.
And they take advantage of people all the
But
time.
50% of the seniors do want it because of...
No, they don't want it.
Okay, let me explain why I said 50%. 50% of the seniors are enrolled in Medicare Advantage.
Because, no, that doesn't mean they want it.
They got a choice.
It's insurance companies that are, of course, insurance companies are then controlling you, and they'll tell you that you must call in every year because they can change the rules whatever they want to do.
And then there was a moment as well in Marjorie Taylor Greene's town hall where an individual who was there protesting her or disagreeing with her was actually tased by the police. Here, play this clip.
Stop.
This is a peaceful town hall. Now, this is a peaceful town.
And then Marjorie Taylor Greene lied and said that tariffs are not a massive tax on the American people. Let's play this.
The reality is tariffs are not a massive tax on the American people. The tax on the American people that you've been suffering with is the inflation that Biden and the Democrats put on the American people from their absolute reckless spending for the past 4 years.
I want you to see the contrast between a Marjorie Taylor Greene town hall. What are Democrats doing? The Fight the Oligarchy tour. Bernie Sanders, AOC. Yesterday they were in Bakersfield, which voted for Trump. Like 60% of the people voted for, like Trump beat Kamala Harris in Bakersfield, which is part of Kern County, by like 30 points. Like even Senator Adam Schiff didn't win Kern County. I think he lost to the Republican candidate by like 30 points as well. Ruby red area, but they have a MAGA Republican Congressmember Valadao who's refusing to show up and do town halls. He's scared and vulnerable. And Bernie Sanders and AOC, after going to Idaho, Salt Lake City, they were in Nampa, Idaho, Salt Lake City, Utah, Los Angeles. They've been traveling the country, and then I've been following Bernie's tour when he was in Michigan and Wisconsin. But here he is in Bakersfield, California, which is a ruby red area in California. Play this clip.
Now you have a congressman here, his name is Representative Valadao. So I don't know if he's watching the live stream or not. But if he is, let me just say this to him. I come from the state of Vermont and I'm here in Bakersfield. Alexandria comes from New York, and she is here in Bakersfield. Now, Mr. Congressman, you live in this district. Why don't you show up at a town meeting like this?
And here is AOC not holding back. Play this clip.
Bakersfield, this is a matter of fact. Donald Trump is a criminal. He was found guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud, found liable for sexual abuse. And if he wants to find the rapists and criminals in this country, he should look in the mirror.
Share this with you as well. Our friend, Democratic Congressmember Ro Khanna. Here he was speaking to students, and he was saying how J.D. Vance is a stain on the degree of every Yale law student. Play this clip.
In Vance's America, police can knock on any immigrant's door, deport him to a dictatorship without due process, and then wash their hands of his fate, pretending that America is powerless to free someone outside our borders. That's what they did with Abrego. That's what they've done with Mervo Gutierrez, a 19-year-old Venezuelan who may have no criminal record and whose heartbroken father is searching for him in vain. Let me say this as clearly as I can. J.D. Vance, Your cold indifference to the lives of vulnerable immigrants betrays every principle that this law school was built upon.
Finally, former President Biden spoke yesterday in Chicago, gave a great speech, and here's a small clip of what he had to say. Play this clip.
So this would desperately need you. And folks, it's not just the Secretary of Commerce. We heard how others, empowered and emboldened by this administration, talk about Social Security. One of them called it a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme? What the hell are they talking about? People earn these benefits. They paid into that benefit. They rely on that benefit. And no one should take it away.
Oh, this was a great moment, too. So Michael Cohen, Jim Acosta, Don Lemon held a town hall in New York, and they gave the MeidasTouch Network a shout out. That was a pretty cool moment from the town hall by Lemon, Acosta, and Cohen on New Media. Let's play this clip.
It's going to make a difference in getting the word out.
You want to know how we get it done? Take MeidasTouch Network. Started out with one person, and now they're up to 5 million people that's on there. That every single day they're putting out additional content. You take their 5 million, you add Jim's and you add Don's and you add Olivia's and Tara's and Harry's and my few. And you put it together. And next thing you know, they're beating Joe Rogan. They're beating out Fox. They're beating out mainstream news. All right. So when they now have some sort of a march or anything, all you need to do is you contact the Meiselas brothers. Next thing you know, you got 10 million people showing up. And that's an army.
One more thing that I want.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. Town halls, everybody. Town halls.
New Meidas merch drop. Check out the latest pro-democracy sticker packs, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and more. All at store.meidastouch.com.